Who has done something crazy in life, which you regret? I think all of us, right? These next two mantras, Krishna, like I have never heard someone break down how we get mentally disturbed, how we get agitated, how we lose it. Why does a human lose it and does crazy things? Never heard anyone succinctly, boom, step by step by step. So these next two mantras, I urge students to learn them because they're so powerful. Krishna says, Jayato Vishayan Pumsa, Sangasteshu Pajayate, Sangat Sanjayate Kama, Kamat Kroda Abhijayate. So, while contemplating the objects of the senses, a person develops attachment for them. And from such attachment, lust develops. And from lust, anger arises. The next mantra, Krodha, right? From anger. Krodha bhavati samoha, samohat smriti vibraha. Smriti brahmasad buddhinaso, buddhinasat pranashyati. He says, from anger, when we're angry, delusion arises. And from delusion, samoha, samoha means delusion, bewilderment of memory, right? Smriti, memory. And when you lost your memory, is bewildered, intelligence is lost. And when intelligence is lost, one falls down again into the material pool. So Krishna is laying it out for us right here. The first step is one of your senses, either your eyes, your ears, your nose, your tongue, your skin, got attached to a sense object. That's the first start of madness. Now, when the sense object, when your senses make contact with the sense object, Krishna says the next thing that will happen is attachment to it. Now, when you get attached to it, this lust develops. When lust is there, you're lusting over something, and we cannot get it. It doesn't manifest. Krishna says, in your mind from lust, you will then become angry. How many of us have become angry because we didn't get something we desired? Right? Now, when we're filled with anger, this anger is in our mind and our consciousness and the intellect. The next thing Krishna says is, from anger, you will develop delusion. You go into a deluded state. The anger, people are so angry, they're deluded. And when we're deluded, we forget who we are. Memory is lost. We forget we are a son, a daughter. We forget we are we have a certain responsibility. We forget we are, because you're just overridden with this anger, this deluded. So memory is lost. When memory is lost, the higher intelligence goes out of the way. The intelligence knows if we do certain things, it's bad for us, but even the intelligence gets lost. And when intelligence is lost, we do actions and we fall down into the whirlpool, the material whirlpool. So we can see the steps, yes, but we can see around us some humans, when they tell them no, they forget they are a spiritual being. They forget they're the son or daughter of someone. They forget their responsibilities, and they take their life. And I've lost a few friends like that, who someone told them no, and they just forgot everything and just did an act which they took their life, unfortunately. We can see the madness. Whenever the madness around, any news you find with madness, I guarantee you it started with one of the sense objects, listening with this, connecting to the sense, the senses connecting to the sense objects. What you hear, what you smell, what you taste, you will start to do it again and again. You will develop attachment. And when a day comes, when your senses are not satisfied, what happens? Easy to get angry. Whenever you meet someone who's angry or who saw themselves get angry in the last 24 hours, I guarantee you, if you saw yourself get angry in the last 24 hours, it falls into this category. It means one of your senses got attached to a sense object and the desire that was there was not met. And as soon as that desire wasn't met, you became angry. And in that moment of your anger, what happens? We lost our intelligence. And then when we lost our intelligence, if it overrides us even more, we do something foolishly, regretful. So whenever you search your mind, your heart space, your memory, where were the times that I became a little crazy, Yogi Charu? If I go back to those moments, I will see one of my senses didn't get satisfied. My attachment develops. From there, my anger, from anger and memory, the bewildered, samoha, the krodha, the intelligence, and I did something foolishly. It's amazing because I remember when I learned this first two mantras, I remember I walked around Belize for like a week, just trying to put it into practice and look at people I was meeting. And whenever I saw someone getting angry, I could see, oh, they're getting angry because their tongue wasn't satisfied. Oh, they're getting angry because their sight was not satisfied. If you don't get a ticket to go see the latest movie, people just get angry right there. And you can just see the sense. So I would see the philosophy right around me. It was a living philosophy with people losing it and even within me. So it's a beautiful part of the Gita to let us explore when we become chaotic. And if we know when we become chaotic, then we will know how to make the senses our best friend. Krishna just told us, the senses are strong. They're hard to control them. But now he's given us the technique of how to control the senses. You might not be able to control the sense as it's pulling you. But Krishna is saying, as soon as you see your anger comes in, Yogi Charu, don't forget your memory. Don't forget who you are, a spiritual being. Don't give up your spiritual intellect, Yogi Charu. Okay, you can't fulfill the desire today, the sense, but trust me, you'll be able to get it tomorrow or next week. And then, okay, let it go. So when the senses are pulling us, as soon as the lust is not manifested and you start to see it starts to go into anger, use the higher intelligence to have your spiritual memory, control it. And then that's the way we're able to calm the senses down. These are some powerful techniques Krishna has given us to be introspective. Look at ourselves. The senses are going to pull us, but how to not give in to them. Don't let them pass that pathway of anger. As soon as the attachment, the lust develops, to the greater the loss is there, to that greater the anger. So as soon as your mind, you see your mind losing and getting angry, let your spiritual intelligence come in. Control the emotion, because your intelligence is superior to the mind and its emotions. The anger is an emotion. So the intelligence, the spiritual, control it, Charu. Don't lose it. Your senses are not satisfied today. Tomorrow, you'll be able to satisfy. Have a long-term vision with the mind. So many people live with regrets. How many of us regrets many things we've done before? So we've all made mistakes. And you can meet a man, if I could only go back and change the time. If I can go back in time and change it, yes, I would do it differently. So the yogis, we do all kind of like journeying and stuff where we go back to our younger selves, coach our younger self, how, make our younger self. Oh, now with wisdom, let's move back into our present moment. So as we start to grow with this wisdom, okay, let's act upon it now. The regret that we have, say from 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, okay, life is a cycle. You regret it because you were in ignorance of how the senses and the man and how this universe works. Now, God is going to send a similar situation for us, maybe today, maybe next week, maybe next month. The sun is coming up, the moon rise, it's a cycle. So when the scenario comes up today, tomorrow, next week, let's put these two mantras to contemplate and to not give in to the bewilderment of memory. Do not give in to the delusion. Do not give in to the senses. Let's, okay, this is where I can use this wisdom to overcome when I failed before. And when you do it positively, then that's, you got the handshake from God. Yes, I did it. God has helped me to overcome that challenging scenario. I was able to not lose it, right? A lot of times people ask me, just me being who I am, I'm living in life and, and because I don't react to situations like normal people, I remember it's so common. If they don't know who I am, right? They don't know that I practice yoga and meditation and stuff. But just when I move around, how come you didn't lose it? How come you didn't act like? Because of this type of wisdom that saturated the consciousness. I can see through the philosophy. With this philosophy, you start to see how people, you can tell when someone does this, you can already see the outcome. Because you're seeing it through a philosophy which is pervading the universe. What Krishna is telling us here is not something whimsical. He made the senses, he made the mind, he made attachment, he made anger. He knows the steps, how they're going to come in. So when you see people, you can help people. Oh, don't give in. If you give it to it, this will happen. And so when it's presented like that, oh, wow, the steps. If you can break it down for your friends or your family members or your students, when they do something crazy and you show them why they got there, then you're actually helping them to see the steps so that when the scenario comes up tomorrow, next week, they don't give in to the same madness. They don't do the same crazy action. They are able to control their senses.